Welcome back. Well, in an effort to eat healthy, some people run into a problem many others might not think about. It's called orthorexia, and it's centered on being over-focused on food. And registered dietitian Amy Reed is here to explain what this means. So I had actually never heard of the term orthorexia. And full disclosure, when I was in high school, I suffered from anorexia. So this is very interesting to me to hear this. Could you explain what orthorexia is and how it may be different from anorexia?
Well, what it is it was discovered by actually a naturopathic doctor in California. Well, he's the one that created the term, and it's more of a pursuit of the perfect diet as far as like the way the food is made, the way the food is procured, the ingredients in it. And that's the motivation rather than the desire for thinness. Okay, which you see with anorexia, and then that blows into a whole another set of issues. So is this something you see in kids primarily, or adults, or kind of both? Well, my colleagues that work with eating disorders are starting to see some of this in teenagers that have eating disorders, are like older children. It is not a diagnosis as of yet, like an official diagnosis, like anorexia nervosa is like a psychological diagnosis. So yes, they are seeing it, and they think some of it is because of the extreme movement now for clean eating, healthy eating, making sure it's all pure. We're overly looking at how our food is being produced.
So what are some of the warning signs that you would look for maybe in a teen or even younger, or maybe even an adult, that would say, wait, this is bordering on disordered eating?
Well, typically what happens is there's some stages. They might just become more preoccupied with what they're eating, and then that may go into like looking at what's the ingredients in my food, to then looking at the preparation and procurement. Is it associated with a health benefit or a health risk? And then actually some high-level anxiety if they are unable to reach their food rules, which could result in social isolation, where they would be afraid to be interacting in social situations where there's food because they are unsure if their food and their food rules would be followed.
Okay. And so what are some of the things as parents that we can do to help prevent having sort of getting into this type of issue?
I would say the best thing, and I've said this before, is using food neutral language, which is not referring to foods as either good or bad, but maybe saying like, hey, you're going to get more protein from this glass of milk than you will from this glass of juice. That's a very factual statement. And not like shaming our bodies based on what we eat. Like not saying, oh, I ate so bad on vacation, I need to go on a cleanse. Like you have to somehow do something because you feel bad. And also not using fear-based messages around food. So not telling a child, if you eat that piece of candy, you're going to get diabetes. Because the truth of the matter is one piece of candy isn't going to give somebody diabetes. But if a child hears that message over and over again, it could create a high level of anxiety, not eat for themselves if they eat it, and if they see other people eating it.
Interesting. Okay, so we need to watch what we're talking about ourselves too when it relates to our own bodies as parents. Okay, great information, and I know that you have a whole blog up on your website as well, Amy Reed. Is it just amyreed.com?
It's amyreednutrition.com.
Nutrition.com, and there's kind of the 4 phases of orthorexia up there as well. So if you'd like to reach out to her, you can check more information on her blog. Thank you so much.
You're
Very
welcome.
interesting.
Thank you.
Tara?